Hey everybody, in this video I'd like to show you how to hack your Mobius. The hack includes building in a lens angle so that you don't have to angle the camera itself. We're also going to be reducing the weight of the camera from 40 grams down to 32 grams. Combined with the Shendrones Shrieker, this hacked Mobius and a 610 3S battery will be able to have a fully functional FPV quad with HD recording abilities under 250 grams. This hack was inspired by the fact that onboard DVR footage from your FPV feed is not always the highest quality and is often quite glitchy. Also, the weather's been terrible and I had nothing better to do. For this hack, you're going to need a Mobius action cam, a small Phillips head screwdriver, hot glue, a Dremel, a soldering iron, a 600 mA or greater 5-volt regulator, and a complete disregard for your camera's warranty. First, use your small screwdriver to open the camera case and remove the battery from the camera. Cut the battery leads right next to the battery. To avoid a short, make sure to cut one wire at a time. As you can see here, the battery weighs 10 grams. These 10 grams are completely unnecessary. Discard your battery. But be sure to keep your battery leads. We'll be using them later. Step 2 is to replace the battery with a 5-volt regulator. Here you can see I've soldered the battery leads onto the output of the 5-volt regulator, and onto the input of the regulator I've soldered a small female servo cable. You can see here that the black and white wires on the outside of the servo cable are both wired into the ground, and that the red wire in the center is wired into the V-in. This is so that we can use a 3-wired cable, and no matter what orientation we have, hot is always going to hot and ground is always going to ground. Lastly, remember to read the manual to your 5-volt regulator. Some regulators require different wiring. In the case of this 5-volt Pololu regulator, we needed to create a solder bridge between the SHDN pin and the VN. This allows the regulator to run in always-on mode. Next, use a Dremel to create 2 small nicks on the side of the female part of the servo cable. This will allow it to fit snugly into the sides of the case once we modify it. The next step is to Dremel away the lens holding tabs. These tabs are on the bottom of the camera case, and they're what normally hold your lens at a flat, fixed angle. We don't need them anymore. Use your Dremel to grind down the areas that I've highlighted in red. As always, take your time while Dremeling. It's much easier to take away material than it is to add it back. You can also see here that I've drilled several holes in the bottom and sides of the camera. This provides both ventilation for the innards of the camera and modest weight savings. Next, use your Dremel to cut out a small slot for the power cable that we have on top of the case. Again, take your time and size up the female servo cable with the 2 nicks in it so that you can ensure a proper fit. The last step is to cut out the top of the case in a round cutout pattern and glue the lens in place at your preferred angle. Then simply run a 3-wire male servo cable from your PDB to the back of the camera. Remember that the black and white wires are ground and the central red wire will be your hot. As you can see here, our modified Mobius fits perfectly on top of the Shrieker, and we don't have to add any 3D printed camera holders that add weight and are prone to breaking. Now you can annoy your wife and terrify your cat in high definition. So thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this hack video. If you've been liking these build and hack videos that I've been releasing, please comment. Also, once my weather improves, I'll be releasing more flight videos.